Scott, the pleasure of sitting down with you for a chat is always something I look forward to, but today takes on an extra special dimension because we come here as you make public your decision to stay with Raith Rovers.
Yeah, it was a pretty easy decision to make, to be honest. As soon as the club wanted to extend my contract, it was a no-brainer for me. We've spoke before about how this now feels like home, and I feel like it's a good opportunity to be the captain that leads this club to the SPL.
You've probably answered about 12 of my questions there in the one thing there. What's the big element that makes it such an easy decision?
Feeling at home here probably was a big thing. Obviously discussed it with my family and stuff, and decided that I'm probably happier here than what I would be elsewhere. And since I've come here, the fans, everyone's been brilliant with me, and listen, I enjoy my work first and foremost, coming in here every day and being the captain, being obviously hopefully the leader on the pitch. It's just an enjoyable place to be. It's where I've really enjoyed my football, and where I hope to continue enjoying my football for the next 2 years.
You've no doubt caught the attention of many other clubs, but you seem to make it sound that it's a no-brainer to stay. Is it that clean cut?
Yeah, I would say. Listen, it's always nice to have other clubs interested in you. That shows that I'm doing well, as you say, as a player first and foremost, as a leader secondly. But listen, as I said, I've really enjoyed my time here. I'm really enjoying working with the new manager. All the members of staff have been brilliant with me since I've came in. So I'll give them huge credit, the fact that I've wanted to stay here. The boys as well, like I enjoy coming into work and working with the boys every day. And as you say, as soon as I heard that they were going to offer me a new contract, it was kind of a no-brainer for me not just to stay here as such, because I enjoy it so much. I think it's a great opportunity for me to, as I said, hopefully be the captain to lead this club to the SPL.
For us on the outside, how does an extension happen? Is it that you just hear murmurings round about the building? Yeah. Is it that there's constant discussion? Is it that there's a bit of fun round the kind of training ground of, well, if you're wanting an extension, you need to give me a bit more? How does it work?
I think I might be forced to handle you when I mentioned it with you in my last interview, to be fair. I think obviously when the contracts come to an end, I can speak to clubs from the 1st of January because you're in your last 6 months of your contract. The manager pulled me in last week and said that the club are really keen on extending it. And from that moment on, it's really down to my agent, Potsy. There's a lot of stuff going on in the background, but listen, as a player, you just need to try and remain focused on your job, remain focused on the game. Last Saturday, as it was, in between discussions, and I feel like I've done that okay, to be fair. It's a time that as a player you just kind of want it out of the way, because any distraction you don't really want. So as I said, I'm delighted to get it done.
So many highs already in what's a relatively short space of time, but you make it clear, you've always made it clear that the aspirations to take the club forward into the Premier League. Yeah,
I think that, as you say, there's been lots of highs, lots of games that stand out. It's been a collective high, I think, since I've got here, to be honest. Been given the captaincy, doing pretty well on the pitch. But yeah, the ultimate goal is to get the club into the SPL, and I think that being here for the next 2.5 years, hopefully maybe a year on top of that, depending on how it goes, but it says it gives me a great opportunity and gives the club a great opportunity hopefully to build for the future, and hopefully, as I say, get us into the SPL.
That's your appearances clause nicely worked in there. You've been good at these interviews. I want to ask about, say from when you arrived from Peterhead, has the club and the fan base exceeded your expectations? Yeah,
absolutely. I think everything's exceeded my expectations. I've probably exceeded my own expectations within, not my ability, because you always have faith in your ability, but probably exceeded everything that I would think coming to this club. The fans have been amazing with me since I've come in. As I said earlier, the staff, the new manager, Potsy, the people that have come in, but it's a credit to the people at Peterhead as well. They as I've said before, I kind of rebuild my career with them. And obviously coming here after that, you kind of appreciate the good times a wee bit more, because it is harder at part time. It's harder doing the harder yards, kind of down the leagues, and to come here and play in the Championship week in, week out is ultimately a big thing for me. And as I said, to go that one step higher would mean a lot.
We always kind of note how respectful you are of people who've played part in your journey, and you've mentioned before that ultimate respect for Ian who brought you here, but in equal measure, it seems that you're really enjoying Neil's way of looking to progress the club. Yeah,
ultimate respect for Ian Murray. Listen, I owe him a massive thanks to what he done for me, bringing me to this club, making me captain. Listen, it's football sometimes when he parted ways with the club, and it was obviously a sad day for me. I made that publicly known, but you need to move on. It's like everything in life, you can't look backwards, and obviously the new manager's come in and I'm really enjoying working with him. The ideas are different, but as I said, he was a massive part in me wanting to stay. He's been he's been brilliant with me since I've come in. As I said, I'm really enjoying working with him and really looking forward to working with him in the future. I think that he can make me a better player, and hopefully that can pay off on the pitch.
Talk to me about your relationship with the supporters. They hold you in such high regard, and particularly younger supporters. I have a vivid memory of when you were going through your injury, you'd always come over for a wee chat before the game, and we'd kind of chat about what was ahead. I've got a vivid memory of Mascots Tour. Scott Brown walks into the horizon and all these kids just swarmed round you. It was heartwarming to see. What's that like, and you know, what does it mean to you?
Yeah, it's amazing. It means everything to me. It's been a massive part of my thinking process since staying at that club. This club, sorry. The young fans are brilliant. It's the people that we want to see come to the games to build, obviously, for the future fan base. But listen, the fans as a whole have been amazing. Like, coming in from Peterhead and being made captain, as I said at the time, I don't think anyone would have predicted that, but they've got right behind me from the start and allowed me to build myself as captain and build myself as a player in this team, and I can only thank them for that. I would like to think they're going to stick with me in the future and they'll be happy with this news, but as I said, hopefully I can keep leading this club towards where it wants to be.
Tell me a wee bit about your teammates, about that group that are making their way back from the training pitch and the gym and such like. What are they like to be in and around?
Brilliant, honestly. I love every single day coming in here. As I said, that was a massive part in me wanting to stay as well. There's so many good people in there. Great to be around. Even my car school, there's a small group of us, but it's good to travel in every day. I know we travel for Glasgow, so it would sometimes be a bit difficult if they weren't as good as what they are, to make sense. So credit to all of them. Like, there's a great group in there, and a group that I believe that we're lower in the table than where we should be, and a group that I think that can push this club to where it wants to be.
I know you're somebody that's really interested in their stats, and last time we sat here you were debating whether it was your 100th game, and I can message you later and say it was your 100th competitive game. Your headline stats just now are 109 appearances, 7 friendlies in there, so 102 competitive games, 6 goals.
Not enough.
You said it.
I said that. Did you see my chance Saturday at Partick? I should have scored that one as well. So, it's something that I would like to add to my game. Mickey's always on at me, to be fair, as he was a goal scoring midfielder, for me to get in the box more. Like, most of my goals seem to come from outside the box, and I think that, as I said, working with the manager and working with Mickey and stuff every day can only make me better. And listen, it would be nice to add a few more goals to my tally.
I'll dig you out a bit, because of the 6 goals, we've never lost in a game that you've scored.
Right, okay,
it's not from memory. I think it's 5 wins and a draw.
Might be.
So it's a decent start there. And in terms of your place within the kind of wider pantheon of Raith Rovers, you're now inside the top 200 appearances across. You know, we were formed in 1883, so there's a fair few have pulled on the dark blue. Yeah,
of course. It's nice, obviously, to be in the top 200. I would really like to be a lot higher than that once this 2 years, potentially 3 years is over. So touch wood, I can hopefully stay free of injury as much as I can. I've been really lucky in my career with injuries. I know I've missed a larger part of this season, but that was really unlucky that I could pull 2 calves at pretty much the same time. But as I say, I like to look after myself. I like to think that, although I'm approaching 30 next Monday, that I will continue to look after myself, and as I said, hopefully stay injury free and push my way up that list.
So this has been a wee bit of a tricky interview for us, because we've not wanted to kind of burn through our questions, because we've arranged to get together, I think next Wednesday. We're going to do one of our longer kind of more than a player sessions, and we're going to try something a bit new. We're going to look at inviting the Club 1883 members to send in some additional questions, and we'll field that, we'll work it through, and we'll rely on our videographers to make it look great. Let's finish by handing over to yourself in terms of what do you want to say to Raith Rovers fans that we've not covered up to this point? Nothing that we've not covered. As I said, I just want to say thank you to them for getting behind not only me but the team this season. We are lower than what we think we should be this season, and we're continuing to work hard every day with the manager to push ourselves back up to the table to where we want to be. For the here and now, it's a real privilege actually to say we're really looking forward to you leading us forward for that longer initial period, and who knows what rests beyond that. Thank you.